Hello and welcome to Sacred Rainbow Intuitive Guidance Readings. This is Tara, and today's reading is for Soul Connections in Separation. And this is for the week of June 1st through June 7th. And just so you know that the messages received here in this reading are guided by Spirit and is intended for your highest good at the moment you are watching this reading. So not all messages are for everyone. Please take what resonates with you and then let go of the rest. And also for soul connections, this can be with a romantic partner, someone that you're friends with, family members, can be even co-workers, etc. This is someone that you know and have had communication and relations with in the physical 3D. So let's see. Let's get started. And I am going to go ahead and start off with finding out what is the current energy of this connection. And I'm going to use the Soul Coaching Oracle card deck. And I'm going to find out what is the current energy for this connection for this week. I feel like this card. We have flow. The glory of the universe flows through me. Okay, what first comes up for me is that within this, the current energy of this connection is that you're both in your emotions in regards towards this relationship, but also diving deep into your emotions and working on them, working on the past emotions, working on present emotions, working on any anxieties of the future that may be coming through. You're working on that as well, but you're allowing yourself to be in the flow so that you can continue moving forward in the direction that you're aiming towards, that you're creating these goals for. Which is actually quite amazing. You're both working towards some sort of new creation in life. It could be a new job, a new location. It could be self-employment. I see for some of you, it's actually you or your person are writing a book, creating some sort of podcast series. It's like it's weird, all these little things are popping in, but there's so much creative endeavor being maneuvered, worked around, worked through. This is something that may have been holding you both in the back. You're both working towards a creation, and you're working in this flow, this magical flow of the universe, and just allowing it to kind of let you process through. Okay, so let's get some more information. So what's your person's current energy? And I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle cards, and I'll pair that up with the Ascended Masters, and I'll see what's going on for your person. So what are they thinking about? What are they feeling? What could they be healing right now overall? We have father, husband, brother, son, Osiris. Okay, let me pull a couple more cards and see where this is going. We have breathe. And it's like, is she sitting on a lily pad? Or lotus, with the lotus there. So evolving into a new way of being. Detach from drama, Pallas, Athena. And I feel like one more card wants to come out, so I will pull that and then I'll go on. So where is your person? Chaos and conflict. 33. Okay. So right now they're really having to go into the depths of themselves. And whether your person is a masculine, I feel like it's more of a masculine energy coming through. And their feminine aspect is really kind of balancing them out. It's what's really creating that balance, that peace. That's why breathe comes in. But this father, husband, brother, son, it's like they're going in and doing this deep healing right now. Healing the old wounds of the masculine, the old belief systems that they were born and grew up in and raised in and surrounded by. They're really trying to learn how to detach from the drama that is surrounding them. So, if they're keeping their distance from you, or haven't, spoken in a while, they've really detached because they don't want to wrap you up in it. And, on this card, they have a sword, but it's almost like they see you as this feminine, this divine feminine with this sword who just slays everything in front of them. But for them, they're just this zebra with giraffe skin. They're not themselves. They're the image of somebody else, or somebody that they're pretending to be, that the beliefs were from before. And Osiris is like the lord of the the underworld, and but it's they're going through death and rebirth. They're going through their deep emotions. But remember, you're both flowing easily through it. So even though sometimes things get hard, they're really trying to focus on the brightness of the future. So whether they're a yogi, or have done a lot of deep meditative breath works, pranayama, they're really connecting with themselves in this time, and they have the tools in which to heal themselves, and they're working towards that. It'll take a little bit of time. They're here in a dry desert, and they're not, they're sitting on top of the water. They're not ready to jump in yet. So they're still working through a process. So while they're going through their process, they're just trying to go with the flow and focus on building a better future for themselves. Okay. So let's see what your current energy is. And we will go to the Earth Magic cards, Oracle cards. And then I'm going to pair that up with the Quantum Oracle card deck. And we'll see what comes through. For what is your current energy? So what are you thinking, feeling, healing? Volcano. Volatility. Explosiveness. Spark. Ignite. It's like an ignition. You've had this awakening, and it's really started to push you forward into a new direction, into the direction that that your passion, your desires, your dreams. And that's, this is where you're coming in, being in the flow, is because you have been in the flow. You've been you have been ready to just jump right in and move forward, and things weren't happening for you before, but now that you have released this pressure, it's allowed for this flow to expand, for your energy, for your creative endeavors to expand. We have Ascended Masters, and let's see. We have a triangle with an eye. We have a lotus flower, the infinity symbol, and a dove. Okay, so we have the Ascended Masters coming in, saying each step of the way they have been there, help guiding you and protecting you through this, and that, and that you've climbed up to the top of this mountain, and it's like Pele is coming in, and she's there by your side, helping you each step of the way, guiding you. as well as these other ascended masters. And what it's doing is creating balance in your mind, body, and soul, but both masculine and feminine aspects of yourself, creating that balance within and without. And for your whole soul, so connecting with the earth aspect as well as the astral aspect. All right, let's get some more information. See where this is going. We have meadow, vulnerability. That's interesting because as I picked up the cards, I saw that one and I started shuffling. I guess it really wanted to come out. So flowers really come out first, but we have the mountains in the background. So we have 2 mountains. So you may feel like you have, it's taking you a long time to get to this point. And, you've kind of given up, but not given up, It's like, you're just done. You're just over it. You're done. You're ready to move on. You're ready to move forward, but you still, you understand that higher aspect. So there's understanding, there's peace, there's compassion, there's caring for yourself as well as all that are involved in the, in the situation, this connection. And, as you focus on yourself, these mountains don't seem as so much anymore, that you would just rather focus on the flowers that are right in front of you than having to deal with those mountains anymore. All right, let's get some more information. Let's see where this is going. We have loss. Okay, but it is about stepping into, of course, I wanted to drop. Stepping into your emotion. It's like you're holding on to something from the past that is no longer serving you. And as your soul and everything else that you're watching pass you by or have passed you by in the past, it's setting sail. It's like, this is what you want. You want this new future. You're stepping in. You've done the work, right? You've been waiting. However, you're still holding on to some cord, to something from the past, this loss. Whether, you lost this person and they set sail and left you behind, or vice versa, you left them behind. There is some sort of attachment holding on to the past. But remember, we're trying to focus on being in the now. And when we're in the now, we connect to that higher aspect of ourselves. We connect to the spiritual realm in which this can be healed. We have shaman, ancient healing wisdom. We have a lot of healing wisdom. So you're there. You already understand that this healing has to take place. And you're already in the midst of it. But here he's standing. But up here it's about being in the flow. And the current energy of this relationship is wanting to get back into that flow or being in that flow. So we have to let go of this loss and hop on that boat and set sail. And what that is, and it does, is it helps us connect with that aspect of ourselves that require that healing. This is beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and get some more information. Let's see where this is heading. And I'm going to just take these off and then we'll go ahead and see. Where are we at? All right, let's see. What does your person's higher self want you to know? And I'm going to use the Romance Angels cards. And I'm going to pair that up with the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards. And see, what does your person's higher self want you to know? we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. For both of you, it's important to work on yourself and heal yourself and become that better version of yourself in order to be that better version of yourself for that other person. And you would want the same for them because you only want the best version of themselves. And even though some of you might be saying, well, I'll take all versions. However, spirit, your soul, their soul is saying there has to be some sort of vibrational match to where you can grow and evolve with each other. And when that happens, then you will be divinely guided back to each other. So, this is just saying divine timing is working in your favor. Even if it might seem like it's not coming to fruition right now. But it is working in your favor. Joy. It's about being joyful in this moment. We also have sun sign coming in. So Leo, Aries, Sag, I feel a lot of fire coming through. A lot of Leo. But they're saying, it's worth, and now it doesn't have to be, a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sag. But that was just coming through for some of you. But also earth signs too, it's about, they're like, take a hike, go out into nature. Nature is so refreshing and so rejuvenating for the soul, for your mental body, your physical body, your emotional body. It helps to heal you in magical ways without even realizing it. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Interesting. Okay, let's get one more and see where this is going. The Raven. Magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. Okay. Signs are cautioning you. So I see right now that they're not coming forward because they're not in a space to. They're not in that joyful place where they want to be with you. And that's why worth waiting for is coming in. But it's important to know that because they still have some karmic cycles, some healing that needs to be processed through. But here there is some sort of ascended master angel looking in on them that's guiding and protecting them, even though it seems like they're kind of in some sort of mask hiding themselves. But they're really trying to gain this strength right now in order to move forward, in order to allow themselves to be able to experience this joy that they feel with you. Okay, so let's see, what do they see with you in this connection? And I'll go to healing with the angels, oracle cards, and I will pair them up with wisdom of the hidden realms and see, what do they see with you in this connection? We've got the Metal King. Discipline, armor, boundaries. They feel alive with you. They feel like you are this strong, empowered. I feel like it's a masculine speaking to a feminine, but if it's reversed, take it how it is. But I feel like the masculine aspect in this relationship, this connection, is coming through, knowing that there has to be healthy boundaries set between you and them, and it's more so that there's no codependency, that this is more of a spiritual, a higher dimensional type of love relationship. They really want to be this greater person for you. It's kind of hard to express right now, so I'm going to pull a couple more cards and see where this is going. Support. Right? They want you to know that you're both supported by a lot of different spiritual beings. The Shadow Queen, acquiring knowledge, insecurity, manipulation. But more so, they see you as their guiding light. Like this is you're the light and the shadows. That they've been stuck in the shadows for so long. Or, you've been stuck in the shadows for so long that finally there's light being shone upon so that these shadows can be transmuted and healed. Intention. So what is your intention? There was a past full of crapola. I wanted to say something else, but that came out. And there might have been some false promises that were made, things from the past that didn't work out, and or they could have been very, very harsh towards you and set up these boundaries and created this armor. That's kind of more so of what I'm getting with the Metal King now, and they forced you to go into your shadows, and I'm talking as if I'm talking to the feminine aspects, interestingly enough, but you've both been supported through this, even though the feminine aspect has been kind of blind through this. The masculine's been wearing this mask and hasn't been fully open and honest to this feminine aspect. So there's a lot of, yeah, it kind of makes me want to get nauseous and just sick in my throat, and there hasn't been that communication there. But that's the past. That's why there's support in the middle. So that all of this darkness, all of this sludge, slimy grossness of energy that's been building up over, I feel lifetime after lifetime, eons after eons, you have the support now to help lift it. Lift it off this planet, lift it off yourself, lift it off all of the dimensions in which it exists. And now what's the intention? What do they see with you in this connection? Right? What do they see with you in this connection? We have the eyes of beauty, positive expectations, clarity. So the veils are being lifted. So the eyes are no longer covered. Things are shifting. Things are evolving. Where is it going? What's the intention with this connection? What do they see? Nature. So we go back to nature. Nature for both of you. It brings joy, but it also connects you. It'll give you that place to surrender, to resurrect, to change, to heal the aspects of yourself that require healing right now. Maybe bring some music and listen to some music while you're out in nature, and allow that to just help guide you along the way, and meditate. Really go into maybe a deep breathing technique to just kind of get into the flow of your own emotions, and let go of what is no longer serving you in connection with this relationship, and set intentions for where it is that you would like to see this connection. All right, I'm going to get some final advice from Spirit with the Animal Tarot cards, and I'm just going to pull a card and see some final advice for spirit for this week. We have the moon, 18 with a butterfly, so transformation. And look, even though that's like a half, looks like a half moon, but it is a full moon. And we have this week the full moon with the lunar eclipse. And look at the river here, flow with emotions. Interesting. So the links, Kat, it says, it's important to trust your intuition. Even if you're unsure of what's happening, all will be revealed soon. So worry is unnecessary. So look at the links, Kat is out here by the river just relaxing. Go out into nature, spend some time in nature, take a look at the moon, enjoy the moonlight, meditate by the moonlight. Bring forth your spirit guides so they help guide you into this, retreat, because nature is calling, and just relax so that transformation and change can take place. And set your intentions for this full moon. Because when you set intentions, then it gives the energy direction. All right. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I really hope that you enjoyed this reading and received the messages that you were seeking. And if you enjoyed this reading, please let me know by hitting that like button, subscribing to my channel, and also if you click on that bell, it'll keep you notified on my recent uploads. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great day.